let's talk about characteristics and traits. Mendel found that traits, like flower color or seed shape, were passed down through genes, which exist in different variations called alleles. In a diploid organism, where a gene controls a single characteristic, there exist two alleles, one from each parent.
But what about the whole dominant versus recessive thing?
Great question. Take flower color, for example. The allele for violet is dominant and the allele for white is recessive. If the offspring received a pair of identical alleles, then it's homozygous for that trait. You can have homozygous dominant or homozygous recessive, pairs of alleles for each flower color. If the offspring received differing alleles, then it's heterozygous for flower color, which means that the dominant allele, violet flowers, will be expressed.
So, even if a pea plant has different genes underneath, they could still look the same?
That's right. The observable traits are the organism's phenotype. The underlying genes are the organism's genotype.
I can't do all this in my head.
No worries, that's what Punnett squares are for. Have a look at this monohybrid cross, which is the result of true breed parents hybridizing in generation P0. In this case, we're looking at seed color, where yellow is dominant and green is recessive. After generation F1 self-fertilized, we see that classic 3-to-1 phenotypic ratio in generation F2. But the genotypic ratio is 1-to-2-to-1, two homozygous pairs and two heterozygous pairs.
Is it always this simple?
There's actually much more to alleles than dominant versus recessive. There's incomplete dominance, where a heterozygous genotype results in a blended phenotype. There's codominance, where both alleles in a heterozygous genotype are expressed at the same time. To complicate things even further, although diploid organisms are only capable of holding two alleles for any given gene, there can be more than simply two variations. You might see several in a population. Even sex can be a determining factor, like red-green colorblindness in humans. With XY chromosomes, males need only inherit one recessive mutant X allele, whereas females are less likely to express disorders associated with the X chromosome.
Holy guacamole.